so preoccupied with fundraising. I didn't realize it would take this much time, but between reaching out to investors and opening the dialogue and talking to advisors and trying to get the business plan and the financial model and the forecast and the pitch deck ready, pitch decks plural. It's really time consuming, and balancing 2 jobs with that. Wow. So we have a couple investor meetings today. And here, the first one is in 15 minutes. So we're going to do a quick run through live of our live presentation and just share it with the world. And if you have any feedback, share it. If you have any questions, please share it, post it in the comments. It's going to help us. So I've got Roshan, my partner and co-founder here with us. Say hi, Roshan.
Hi, everyone.
So Roshan's our CTO. He handles the DevOps. Our DevOps office is based in Mumbai, India. Without further ado, let's see here if I can share the screen. And here we go. Okay. So I'm going to enlarge this. Hopefully everybody can see it. Can you see it, Roshan?
No, I can't.
You can't see it?
No.
What do you see?
Myself.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see here. Let's make sure that this is right. Let me go back to the other window. Oh, I see. Cool. There we go. Now we're there.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Okay, so we are Contractor Plus, and Contractor Plus is a mobile app for Android and iOS, and we're actually adding the web dashboard. Now it does everything from estimating to invoicing to post inspections, you name it. If you're in the field service industry, Contractor Plus can help your business. There's something for everyone. And because it's totally free, there's no reason not to go download it. You see right here at the bottom right, we've actually got a little picture of our upcoming feature that's launching in the next week with our tool tags. And so these little Bluetooth tool tags allow you to track your tools, but we'll get into all that later. Contractor Plus is solving 2 problems, 2 major problems. There's more. But the first is that there's no existing solution that truly fits the flow for field service operations. They're all missing something important, whether that's lead generation or supply lists and pricing, post inspections, team collaboration, being able to add your team members. Tool and equipment tracking, which is what I just showed you in that last screen. Being able to add your custom SMTP account so you can send reports to your clients from your own email address. Flexibility with payments, like being able to use Stripe or Square or Bitcoin. You should be able to bill your clients however you want to. And most of the existing platforms just make you use like one option or make you use them as the payment facilitator. Excuse me. Property management integrations, the list goes on and on and on. But all of them are missing most of those, if not all of those. So our solution to that, what you see on the screen, is we bridge that process flow in a comprehensive way. So Contractor Plus fits the flow. From introduction to post-inspection, our mission is to adequately meet the needs of field service providers. With built-in supply pricing, streamlined job scheduling, and tool tracking via our proprietary Bluetooth tool tags, Contractor Plus offers a truly comprehensive experience to the end user and their clients. So a lead enters the system. You convert that lead to a client in the client relationship manager. You schedule and complete an estimate. So, you add the estimate to the job schedule, which is releasing here in a couple weeks as well. It's awesome, by the way. So happy about that. And then you go out and do the estimate and send it to the client. If the client's not there, you can just send them a PDF in their email, which is perfect for property managers. Your client approves the estimate or requests revisions. Your client signs your contractor agreement, and we have built-in contracts. It's really cool. Then you send the first invoice and schedule the job. So you add the job to the schedule. Well, you send an invoice if you want to. You get the choice when you invoice your clients. Then you assign team members to the job site. You do that on the job schedule. You can assign tools to the team and let them check out the equipment they need. So, anything that's in the inventory system with the Bluetooth tool tag, you can assign to any team member and keep track of where it's at. Pretty cool. If additional team members are needed, you recruit. So this is something we put a little asterisk there because this is something we're actually building. Don't want to talk too much about it, but it's so awesome. So Uber actually came out with this platform called Uberworks, and it was for the logistics industry for when warehouses need additional hands on deck but don't want to retain the full-time expense. So they just allowed warehouses to post hey, I need 10 extra guys right now for the next 2 weeks, and then Uber would send them the workers. Well, we want to do the same thing but contractors. So no more going to Home Depot in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, opening up the van door and saying hop in. Now you can just say I need an extra 5 guys this week, and they need to be skilled in these areas. We handle the assessments, we handle the pre-employment screening, we handle all the due diligence, we send you the workers. So we're basically like a temporary staffing agency, but more into that later. So after that, you print your supply list and go pick up your supplies or have them delivered to the job site. So we're working on integrations with Home Depot and Lowe's and Menards and everybody else to kind of automate that whole process and make your life a lot easier there. And what's really awesome about that is our estimator has most supplies built right into it. So you don't have to guess what things cost. Your team members can log their hours and their mileage, so they can just press clock in or clock out right inside the app. And the mileage log is coming soon as well. So you'll be able to track your mileage. No more having your bookkeeper type stuff up manually in QuickBooks. No more just guessing if people are being honest or not. It's a full accountability system. Your team members manage their tasks and to-do lists. So you can delegate tasks or to-dos to your team members, or they can add their own and just keep track of their work. And they can be related to a specific job site as well on the job schedule, which is really cool. So you can right on one screen, you can see the progress of every job site and what people are getting done. Pretty cool stuff. After the job is completed, you send a post inspection report with your after photos. So this is something that's unique to us as well. That you already had the before photos from when you did the estimate. Now you just go through and take the picture of everything being completed. So your client gets this one comprehensive report that's just beautiful. It has all the before and after pictures. Everything's fully itemized. They don't have to mix and match photos. It's all right there in front of their face. It's awesome stuff. And if any amount is due, you can send an invoice. You can actually send an invoice at any time. So, you get to choose when you invoice, and then your accounting data is streamlined to the platform of your choice. So we're working on the QuickBooks integration right now, QuickBooks Online and QuickBooks Desktop. We're also working on FreshBooks and Xero. So the second problem is that most existing solutions are priced premium to luxury. And what this means is they're very expensive to use, and they don't give you a free for life plan. It's a 14-day trial. If you want to use it after the 14 days, you got to get out your credit card. So there's no free forever plan for the low cost segment or the ultra low cost segment. And we plan on changing that. So our solution to that is that, free doesn't really have to result in lower revenue. By thinking outside the box here, a freemium model actually attracts more users. Over time, it will translate to the highest possible market share, at least in terms of users. A free tier also gets more people using the solution. So they'll be provided maximum value and have endless incentives to upgrade in that middle of funnel. So once they start using the solution, they don't have to pay for it if they don't want to, but they see reasons that wouldn't, they're constantly given reasons to upgrade. But also, even if they don't upgrade, we can make money off of loan referrals, payment facilitation, selling the tool tags for the tool library, lead generation services, logo design, supply overrides. There's all kinds of upsells. So you end up, per Pareto's principle, 20% of your users will generate 80% of the revenue. Our competitors are targeting that 20% because they believe that's where the revenue's at. But we found ways to monetize that the other 80. And of course, 80 is the majority. So the market opportunity is pretty big here. There's 20 million field contractors worldwide, and that equates to a $3.12 billion industry in 2020, just for the field service management section of the market. Field service as a whole, it's like a $1 trillion industry. I mean, it's huge. It's growing at a depending on the source, 11 to 16% compounded annual growth rate. In the United States alone, there are approximately 5.3 million field service contractors and 11 million employees. In Europe, there's another 3 million contractors. That's a $1.7 billion market. And our obtainable market, what we believe, is the 48% of contractors who see the benefits in using field service management software. So, 48% of the 5.3 billion, we believe that, by attracting and monetizing that 80% who don't like the idea of paying for a subscription up front, we can capture the largest market share of 2.3 million users. And by converting that 3 to 5% in the middle of funnel, we believe we can gain, 60 to 100,000 paying users. And we broke down the different categories, how we came up with this number right here. Pretty accurate, I would say. Competitive landscape, there's 27 competitors, 6 acquisitions, over $1 billion in venture funding since 2013. This is fairly accurate. Most of the solutions on the market are pretty high cost. We're comparatively priced with Joist, but Joist only offers estimates, invoices, and payments. And they have a signature and a contract. They don't have post inspections. I don't have anything bad to say about most of these guys. They all offer something great, but there's a huge market opportunity for someone to kind of step up and offer the most value at the best price. And that's our aim. So our product, we got the leads manager, itemized estimates, invoicing and payments, the job schedule, post-inspection reports, contracts, and e-signatures with lawyer-drafted contracts for both on a per-job basis and recurring basis, which is perfect for pest control companies, landscaping companies, anybody that sells people on like an annual plan and goes out and services a property every week or every 2 weeks or every month or whatever. We have a tool and equipment library with the Bluetooth tool tags, super low cost. So it's like $10 a tag. The team and task management, time and mileage tracking, accounting automation, subcontractor sourcing, property management integrations, and the list goes on. It's just we're trying to bridge that process flow and bring everything under one hood. And that is, so on the left here, you see the estimate. This is what an estimate looks like. And this right here is what a post inspection looks like with the before and after photos. Really cool stuff. That's what your client sees. And that's, when you give your client this level of transparency, you can charge more. Like, people will pay for a premium quality service, and first impressions are everything. Whoa, what happened there? Okay, so the business and revenue model. So, we're freemium. So you can use it free for life if you want, but we do have a couple plans, mostly based on the amount of users, but also it's based on a few other things. Starts at $9 a month with annual prepay, goes up to $99 a month currently. Now, we're going to have to kind of speed up a little bit because we have this first investor meeting in a few minutes, but we have other revenue sources here. We've partnered with SunTrust Bank. We're making $60 per issued loan. The Bluetooth tool tags from $9 to $15 a tag. Contractor logo design. There's other stuff too. Future revenue sources, payment facilitation, especially for the free users. The supply overrides, insurance overrides, temporary staffing, margins on lead generation, you name it. Our early traction KPIs, I'm just going to skip through the main stuff. We've got 3,000 users. We've got around actually 3 more today. So we're 61 pro upgrades. These change every day, obviously. We got a super low cost per click. We're getting 50 to 70 members a day. Our customer acquisition cost is $51. Our monthly recurring revenue right now is under $1,000, but we're actually doing a couple grand a month. It's just a lot of people are buying annual memberships. And our subscriber churn rate is 8%, a little bit high, but as we roll out new features, that'll get lower and lower and lower. The customer lifetime value is $199. So pretty good stats. So our team, I met Roshan in 2009 on Fiverr. We've worked on many projects since then, and we had a little niche product called Certify. It made a couple $100,000. Didn't get real big or anything, but we've worked together for over a decade. So we have a really good working relationship. Joe joined us as our marketing guy. He's from University of South Florida. He's been working in insurance, has a huge book of business. He's brilliant when it comes to marketing. We're glad we have him. We have 9 people total working with us with all of our developers, and we have about 25 positions to fill. So the investment opportunity, we're seeking $500,000 in convertible debt or safes, and that will allow us to pave the road out 12 months, which will enable us to establish positive cash flow, and 5 to 6 months is what that's looking like, and position us for that $10 million Series A next year, hopefully. strategically scale our top of funnel user acquisition. So scientifically scale the top of funnel user acquisition would be the word to say. So, not just throwing a bunch of money at ads, but actually scaling up what works and scaling back what doesn't. Our target's 50K MRR, but we believe that with the right partner, with the right capital, we can accomplish $90,000 to $100,000 in monthly recurring revenue in 1 year. We'll effectively onboard end users, maximizing retention and lifetime value and reducing churn. It's all about getting that churn under 1%. And I know we can do that. So we're establishing Contractor Plus as a serious market contender. We have a lot to offer. We're providing a tremendous amount of value. It's free at the top of funnel. I mean, it's totally free to download and use. So we can get a lot of people through our front door. We've already demonstrated that, and we've already demonstrated traction since November 30th. We're doing really well for bootstrapping this. We're going to use the funds 50% for development and key hires, 40% for marketing, sales, user acquisition, 10% for legal, patents, IP, and unforeseen expenses. Valuation's all subjective, but that's basically the gist of it. Why invest? Look, we don't know everything. We're new to this is our first attempt at building a truly scalable, high growth business, but we're extremely coachable. If we can find the right investors that actually know a little bit about this market or care to know a little bit about this market and want to take a more hands-on approach, not just cutting a check, but actually getting their hands dirty with us, like actually, they're actually invested in our long-term success. That's what we're looking for. We don't want to take money from just anybody. We want to take money from people who from someone we can see as a partner, from someone that that trusts us and believes in our ability to execute and wants to help us meet those goals. So if that's you, go to fundable.com. I'm going to go ahead and end this and come back here. Let me switch back here. Let me see if I can get this on the screen here. Turn this off. There we go. If that's you, go to fundable.com/contractor. That's fundable.com/contractor and request our deck. Request a meeting with us. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to talk to you. I'm going to put that on the screen right here. Invest in Contractor Plus. We got to jump off and get on this call. It's been great. Thank you for watching this. Please share this. If you have any advice or questions or whatever, post it below. Like we need your advice. We really want to connect with you, especially if you're using the app already. Thanks again. We'll see you soon.